what I would do is I would try to imagine, okay, as a blogger, what are my goals? Where do I want to be? So for example, as a blogger at that time, it was to go viral. It was to start getting sponsorship. Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now my goal is that at the end of this video is to be able to show you guys why your client needs your services. Now this video is specifically made if you're someone who is right now starting out as a freelancer and you really want to be able to find out if the services that you are trying to offer is someone that people need, or if you are a business owner and you're trying to really make sure that there is a market for what it is that you are selling. Now, if this is your guys' first time on my channel, my name is Lai Lacaba. I have been working from home since I was 15 years old and now run my own outsourcing agency here in the Philippines. And I post videos on how to work from home every Sunday and how to have a business online every Thursday. So make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos. Now, if you guys have been on any of my videos before, I'm in a different setup today. I am at home in Samar for a few days for my mom's 40th day since she passed, and I unfortunately forgot my camera and my microphone. So we are making do with the camera on my phone. So let's do this, shall we? So basically, like I said earlier, this is really to give you guys validation and also to give you the confidence to be able to get started when it comes to working from home. Now, if you guys already watched the video that I just did on how to start your freelance business 101, which you can check out right here, basically this is kind of part of that series. I want to give you guys more confidence in starting your own freelance business, or again, if you're a business owner and you just need further validation that this is a kind of business you can do, this is the right place. So basically, the main thing you want to imagine if you want to really validate that your service is something that people need is you kind of want to imagine where is the gap where they need to hire you. So basically that gap is where they are and where they want to be. That's kind of the gap that you want to cross over or you want to complete. You're the person who brings that together and makes what they want something real. Imagine yourself as that bridge in between those two things and you're helping them there. So how do you actually find out if you are the person for that, if you are that bridge, or if your business is that bridge? Well, the first one is to just imagine it. Imagine that you were in your customer's or your client's shoes. And if you still have no idea who your clients and customers are, I have a whole video on creating a customer profile and how to find your niche online, which you guys can all check out. But basically, long story short, you want to imagine, okay, who is the person that you want to serve? Who is the person that you want to work with? So for example, for me, when I got started, it was going to be bloggers. When I was 15 years old, I was a blogger myself, so it was pretty easy for me to target other bloggers as well. So if I was going to go back 10 years ago when I was 15, what I would do is I would try to imagine, okay, as a blogger, what are my goals? Where do I want to be? So for example, as a blogger at that time, it was to go viral. It was to start getting sponsorships. It was to start getting known for my blog, right? Eventually getting to the point of publishing my own book. So with that in mind, then I have to think, okay, how can I get there? Basically, what is the bridge? Like, I'm here right now. I'm kind of a small-time blogger. I'm kind of growing. I'm starting to get AdSense money from it to where I want to be, which is being a famous, super freaking writer who has her own book. The bridge there was, one, I had to start creating more content. Two, I needed to focus on reach. And three, I needed to be able to collect my audience and be able to grow with that audience as well. So then me, as a 15-year-old writer at that time, the main thing that I can help them with is creating more content. That way they can distribute more content, and probably later on, if I did stick to the writer path, I would have also helped them when it comes to distribution and posting their blogs on other sites. So that is what I mean by taking them through the customer journey. What is it that they need to get from where they are to where they want to be? So that's the first part. First is you want to try to imagine. Now, two is actually going ahead, and since you already have hopefully the customer profile in mind, is going ahead and researching one person and then seeing what their journey was. So you want to try to look for, again, your target audience, your target profile, but they've already gotten what it is that you're trying to help your clients with. So for example, going back to the blogger story, someone I would follow is Seth Godin. He was someone who also started small, has probably the same background as my other target clients, and he succeeded. He grew his blog really, really fast. Another person would be Tim Ferriss. So you want to look at what it is that they're posting, what it is that they're doing, on how they actually get to where they are now. You are kind of researching what the successful people are doing and kind of finding different posts, different articles that they may have written, maybe a book that they already published, to see what their journey was and how they got to where they are now. This way, you are literally mapping out what are the different steps that your client has to take to be able to get to where they want to be. Next is just Google search. Literally, you can research terms like top 10 problems or top 10 pains writers go through or bloggers go through, whoever your target client is. You want to find what is pain point, what is something that really hurts your client. That's why they can't get to where they want to be. So using those terms, there are lists out there where other people who have been going through the same thing that you probably are right now, which is figuring out how you can help your clients, have already made lists of what it is that they found out through their own research. This is kind of like a small quick hack for you, so you don't have to go through all the research that they had to do. Next is, once you familiarize yourself with the pain points that your potential client has been going through, once you've realized what were probably mistakes that they have done before, now you want to ask yourself, how do you actually help them again cross that bridge to get to where they want to be? And there's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but one that I've made up a year ago that has kind of been something I've been teaching a lot of my students is something called niche hacking. So niche hacking is basically you write out what are the steps that they'd have to do to be able to, one, maintain their business and grow their business, and where is it that you are helping them on. So a favorite example that I usually use is, imagine that your client is a YouTuber. What are the different steps that they have to do every week so they can get to where they want to be? So for example, for me as a YouTuber, I have to research the topics I want to talk about. I write up a script, I record the video, then I have to edit the video, I have to prepare that video into YouTube, I have to write the description, the tags, do SEO research, and then of course actually publish the video. And even after I publish the video, I still have a lot of things to do. I have to promote it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest. I have to make sure that these are all distributed here. I had to create graphics. I had to create different mini teasers to be able to distribute this to all of the platforms that I want to be on. So imagine that as all of the puzzle pieces that they need to be able to complete the picture that you see every day. So where do you fit in that puzzle piece? Where is it that you can help them get started? An easier question to ask is, what is something that they hate doing that you absolutely love doing? So for example, for me at that time last year, I really didn't enjoy the video editing part. It was something that just took a lot of my time. I didn't really enjoy the process. So when I first hired my assistant, Christina, that was one of the first things that she took over, because it was actually something that she did enjoy doing. It was one of the things that she liked learning more about. So you can also start thinking of it that way. What is a piece or a task in that puzzle that your potential client has to do that they don't really enjoy doing, that they don't like doing themselves? That is where your services will actually fit with them. Once you have that puzzle piece that your expertise can come in, then you want to market test. You want to make sure that, again, this is something that people want. And there's a lot of different ways that you can do that. One, literally posting on a Facebook group or your own Facebook profile of like, hey, I'm a video editor trying to think of going into helping out podcasters. Is this something that people will need? Something in that along those lines. You're literally testing the market. You're asking them what it is that they need. Or you can go ahead and ask in a podcasting group maybe of, hey, if you were going to outsource anything, what would it be? You will then get the validation that you need, the market research that you need to make sure that, again, your service is something that people need. Another way that you can do that is there is Reddit, there is using Instagram, there is LinkedIn. You can ask all of these different social media platforms where your clients hang out anyway if your services is something that they need. This way, you're not really super selling yourself because you are asking them what it is that they want. And of course, your services provide that, again, that bridge to help them to get to where they want to be. And of course, wrapping it all up, you want to make sure that you have your specialization and the results that you're bringing to your client. And I usually call this your niche statement. Now, I've said this in different ways, but basically you want to have your niche statement as kind of the message that you are pitching potential clients. So it's going to be easier for them to understand what it is that you do right away. So an example of a niche statement is, for me, for it to XU, is we specialize in hiring, managing, and growing executive assistants for solopreneurs and small business owners so they can have a business that grows beyond them. So you can notice in that sentence that I have the word we specialize. So this is the expertise that we have, what it is that we do, which is hiring, managing, and growing executive assistants. So you can notice in that sentence that I have the word we specialize and what it is that we specialize, which is hiring, managing, and growing executive assistants. And who are we doing it for, which is solopreneurs and small business owners. And the results that it brings, which is having a business that grows beyond them with an executive assistant. So you want to find out what is your version of your niche statement. This is now a statement that you can post on your Facebook, your LinkedIn, your Instagram, that makes it so much easier for you to introduce yourself to potential clients. That way you show up more confident because you did the legwork of finding out what it is that they need from you. Now make sure to comment below what is your niche statement. How is it that you are helping your clients? And I would love to help you out if you need a little bit more editing with it. And then if you guys like this video, of course, make sure to hit that thumbs up button right there. And if you haven't yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right there so you don't miss any of my videos every Sunday on how to work from home right here, how to have a business online right here, and the latest video right here. I hope you guys have an awesome day and remember that small steps matters. And see you in the next video. Bye!